Hey, good evening, all of our podcast listeners. It's Jesse. I'm here back with you from Brooklyn City FC for our Monday kickoff show on a Tuesday night. Hope you enjoyed your MLK Day holiday yesterday and are surviving the cold snap that we're getting. It's been a very eventful in every single possible way week. For us, you have to excuse my voice. I'm battling, kind of coming back from a flu over the weekend. So please pardon the surroundings, by the way. For that reason, actually recording this one from home. But either way, great information, regardless of what you may see behind me. Still committed to bring you guys a Monday kickoff. We will be a short, abbreviated version just because of just so my voice doesn't go and also because it was a bit of a light weekend on the field. So to get right into it, first I'm going to mention, which is actually before the weekend, but last Wednesday, January 14th, we had an amazing event, the women's ID session at Soccer Roof indoors at 8 p.m. last Wednesday, the 14th. Great turnout in a few different ways. We had, of course, staff-wise in attendance was Kim Wyant, who's kind of in charge of our WPSL teams and program and oversees and guides our women's program in general. So we had a full turnout from our current NIMWSL team. We had college players who on break who play for BCFC in the WPSL 2 seasons in attendance. And we had a great turnout of new players that we never met before, all in attendance across a few different fields at Soccer Roof. And also in attendance was analysts from Brooklyn FC, as promised, as our partnership continues to play out in person. We're very serious about all the things that were promised, as are they. So it's great to see him out there. And it was just a great night of soccer. We had a brief info session afterwards up in our office in the 5th floor for all the new players, just kind of give them the lay of the land about the club. But very excited about, I think it's definitely our best ID session, and any January ID session that we've ever done. So it's great energy, great turnout, and very excited as we head into the rest of the year. The next women's ID session will definitely be in March, outdoors. So keep an eye out on social media or via email. More info on that. On the men's side, we will also be doing an ID session, most likely in March, as we enter the League for Clubs in 2026. So big step for us on the men's side. Really excited about it, and there will be an ID session coming up for them as well. So keep an eye out. On a related note, the weekend after next, Kim Wyant and myself will be headed down to Dallas for an AGM meeting, where it's kind of the annual meeting for WPSL, WPSL2, and League for Clubs. So looking forward to that. It's always League for Clubs. It'll be great to meet everybody from the league and all the clubs. Both of these are National League platforms, so it's a wide variety of people and clubs out there. So very excited to make that trip down there. And I hope they don't mind, but the WPSL actually asked us to be on a panel of a couple clubs from the WPSL Division 2 last year. I think we put a very strong foot forward with our second team in the WPSL, so our BCFC 2 team. And I'm excited to kind of share what we learned about that season. There's a lot of things we learned and are going to look to improve on, but I'm really excited to do what we can to support the growth of that level in WPSL. It's super important. Not everybody's able to make the jump straight to the WPSL. And so having that secondary semi-pro environment is super important. So looking forward to that as well. Looking ahead to this weekend. So the men's team are off as we have their League Cups tournaments rapidly approaching this weekend, weather dependent. We'll see if that happens. On the women's side, pretty quiet. We are playing in a NYC Footy Co-ed league with a women's team. So they got another game in. I think they played almost directly after the AFCON final, so that must have been kind of an insane environment in Soccer Roof Fall Street. But that is what happened on the women's side. And then on the youth side this weekend, kind of a late weekend, we were at the Soccer Coliseum with 2 teams on Saturday night and 1 team on Sunday afternoon. On Saturday night, maybe the highlight of the weekend was we had our U15 and U16 girls with 2 different teams. So that's our 2011 girls, 2010 girls. End up playing in the same bracket, the mixed U15, U16 bracket. Our 2010 girls ended up taking first place. 2011s took third place. I think it was very closely contested matches all the way around. So fine margins. And it sounded, from the report from Coach Madison, as it was very competitive. It was great to get them out and very positive overall. So older girls spent the night out in New Jersey at the Soccer Coliseum. On Sunday, we had our U14 boys as the 2012s, the same tournament, who I think they had mixed results, finished 3rd or 4th, but from the report from Coach Kishvar was that they had an opportunity to play 2 world-class FC teams that are at their ECNL level. So it was a great experience for our boys to play a slightly different club that we might see in the league season, which is mostly NYC and Long Island based. Also of that caliber and level, as world-class is a very good club. So it was very positive for the boys. They competed well, and hopefully we build on that over the winter. And then locally, we had a couple teams in soccer roof tournaments on Saturday. Our U13 and U12 boys both played in Soccer Roof Crown Heights. Struggled a bit, but not that surprising as it's their first event of the winter season after a long break. So we know they'll adapt, and it's important for them to get out and compete. So good overall regardless. And then we had one team playing on Sunday, our U11 boys blue team at Soccer Roof Sunset Park on Sunday. Also with mixed results, but again, first tournament of the winter season, so really good to get them out as well. Actually should mention we had a couple outdoor scrimmages planned for Saturday for a couple younger age girls teams, and of course, as you guys remember, it started snowing as predicted around 11 or 12, so those got canceled, but we hope to redo that once it warms up and stops snowing. So that's all we have for our Monday kickoff, but we will be back with you, health provided, on Friday for our Friday weekend preview show, and all the upcoming. It's a busy weekend actually this weekend across the entire club, so we have a lot to talk about on our Friday preview. Till then, stay warm, stay healthy, and see you then.